Welcome back to Wash Talk, everyone, the Carwash Podcast. I'm your host, Rich DiPaolo, and joining me today, we have Bryce Miller with Mother's Automated Solutions. Bryce, welcome to Wash Talk.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. Very happy to be here. It's been a long time coming, but we're just so excited to be in this sector of the industry now and spend some time chatting about car washes with you.
Has been a long time coming, almost 50 years, if my math is correct, which we'll talk about that in a little bit. But today here, we're here to discuss Mother's Automated Solutions' journey into the automated car wash industry and really what sets your company's offerings into this market apart. But as I mentioned, after 50 years serving the car care industry, why the shift to serve automated and self-serve car washes? Why is Mother's taking that step now?
Yeah, as I'm sure you know, and many of our listeners, team at Mother's has been continuously innovating in the car care industry since the early 1970s. The journey began with a 4-ounce little can of Magan aluminum polish and now spans over 100 unique products. And so it's no secret that the equipment sector of the car care industry has been seeing continuous advancements for decades. And of course, the last 5 to 7 years, we have seen the most explosive growth of, I would say, probably any industry I've heard of. And so we all felt it was time for Mother's to offer those same advancements on the chemical side of the equation. So operators have another option for high quality chemistry with a brand that their consumers or customers already know and trust. And so thus the automated solutions line of Mother's products was born.
Sounds good. Yeah. Can you take us a little bit behind the scenes of the research and development into the company's initial offerings into the professional automated car wash market? What did you see in the market and how are you trying to be different in your approach?
Yeah, that's a heck of a story. When we decided to move forward with this project, we anticipated a 6-month road to market in which we develop the formulas, ramp up manufacturing, and launch by mid-2020. The world had other ideas, of course. The craziness of the 2020s, that 6-month road turned into about 4.5 years. And so we truly feel it was a blessing in disguise, frustrating at the time. But, the lockdown coupled with the mega disruption in the supply chain, it forced us to find other ways to stay busy. And ultimately, we decided to just do a complete and comprehensive audit of the existing vendors in the automated industry to establish kind of best-in-class products and establish them as our performance benchmarks that we wanted to, meet or beat. And so we challenged our team of chemists to not only meet these, but to beat them at the dilution ratios that we desired, which at first it kind of felt like we were just picking numbers out of thin air. We were going some crazy concentrated ideas. And so we ended up spending months and months testing number of prototypes on every single product, fine-tuning them, and ultimately getting to a place where we felt happy about what we had developed. And this resulted in the most effective cleaning process made up of the most concentrated lineup of products that we've ever seen. I think it speaks for itself. Once you see it online, it is something that we truly couldn't believe till we saw it. And to be here today is just something we're so excited about. And so our process for it, we call it the ceramic system. It's a 6-step wash process that's made up of a nonionic cleaning system, and it's followed with 5 unique ceramic and graphene products. And we utilize our reactive silicone technology, and it could last for weeks on cars. And so we've just been seeing unbelievable performance since rolling it out. And so far, our customers have been loving it too.
Hopefully, certainly. Go ahead. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Did you have anything else to say, Bryce?
I'm just thinking I could talk for days on stuff, but just going back to the ceramic system. It was our primary objective, but additionally, there were some other kind of things we wanted to solve, some problems to solve in the industry, and one of those was we just wanted to make it easier to do business with us. We wanted to bring our products to market with the utmost transparency, and then rather than kind of baiting prospective clients with hidden price lists and contact forms, we just wanted to put everything online. So the ability to place orders, access product information like text sheets, directions, SDS sheets. This way we can kind of empower our partners and operators to take control of their chemistry with all the tools needed to do so. I mean, for so long, especially when I got in the industry, chemistry was made out to be a very scary aspect of it. But we found that it doesn't need to be as overly complicated as people make it to see. And we just want to help our customers learn that and be able to take power on their own.
Certainly sounds all great, Bryce. I was just gonna say longer wait than maybe originally anticipated, but just the reputation of the brand, I'm sure it's going to be well worth the wait for operators out there. And even my most solid plans I've learned in life, Bryce, are all tentative, because when you plan, God laughs. Somebody once told me, so always on my toes for sure. But you mentioned non-ionic solutions, and when I go on the Mother's Automated Solutions website, I see the word non-ionic solutions. Can you share a little bit more about what are non-ionic solutions and what are their benefits in the car washing process specifically?
Yeah, so I hope you're cool if I kind of nerd out on this. It's a topic I definitely like talking about, and I'm definitely not as competent as our brilliant chemists, but I'll do my best to kind of explain it the way that it was explained to me. And that is, a lot of people know the start of this, but surfactants obviously are chemical compounds that are designed to reduce surface tension and remove contaminants from vehicles. So you reduce the surface tension, it allows you to pull those contaminants off the vehicle and results in a clean car. They're used in virtually all car wash products, and they're made up into 4 different categories. So anionic, which are negatively charged when in water, cationic, positively charged, nonionic, meaning neutral or carry no charge, and amphoteric, which could be negative or positive depending on the pH level. And so what we found was most of the vendors in the industry utilize anionic surfactants, and they do it for several reasons. One, they're great at removing particulates, they're extremely high foaming, and they're not very expensive to produce. And so it's a great option. But we elected to go with that non-ionic surfactant package for all of our cleaners because we simply weren't willing to make the compromises that an anionic system requires you to make. And that is, since a vehicle surface is always anionic in nature, meaning negatively charged, any sort of ceramic surface modification type product and technology, they're always going to be cationic. That's how you get the chemical reaction, the chemistry to bond to the surface of the vehicle at the molecular level. And this is why problems begin when you introduce anionics into this equation, because instead of bonding to the surface, the ceramics and cationic surface modification products will bond to the residual cleaners left on the surface and fall out of the solution. And this can create a number of issues. So one, it'll create a soap scum. If you've ever been to a Rudy-Claim site that has that bad smell, a lot of times that's from the soap scum that forms when those anionics and cationics react. Additionally, it's going to require additional rinsing to be able to get the surface clear of those so that the ceramics and cationics can bond to the surface. And then lastly, they could actually bond to one another and react, creating a salt that then will redeposit on the vehicle, which kind of defeats the purpose of, cleaning your car when you're redepositing more stuff on it. So with our non-ionic cleaning system, we can avoid all these problems. Additionally, they're known to be even better emulsifiers of oils than anionics, which, as you know, in common road films, oils is often the most difficult element of it to remove. And so that's huge. Ultimately, we're able to remove the oils better, and we are finding that our products are more effective cleaners without any of those downsides that come with the anionic systems. And so this is how we're able to create such a versatile product lineup that works in self-serve, tunnels, in-bay automatics, touch-free. We're even starting to do some testing in like the industrial side of it, all with, one formula. So instead of having a dozen different pre-soaks, we've got our high, our low, our kind of neutral high foaming, triple action foam wash, we call it. And so it's really incredible what we've been able to do with a limited number of SKUs. And it was no easy feat. It required us to actually work with some raw ingredient manufacturers to develop proprietary raws to go into our proprietary formulas. So again, took a lot of time, but ultimately from it came greatness. And we're just so happy with the results.
Always great to achieve greatness, right? So I know you mentioned before we hit record here today for today's interview, you might be sending me some materials and maybe video clips that we can overlay on this. I know maybe right now might be a good time just for those who might be listening on one of the audio podcasts. Go check out our YouTube channel, watch the video of this interview, or carwash.com. You can check out the video interview and you can kind of see these chemical products in action, so to speak. But let's talk about some of the results. So I know results and cost savings, those are the two issues that operators are most concerned with these days for the most part, right? So what are some of the results and cost savings that you're seeing during your initial entrance into this sector?
Yeah, I mean, you nailed it on the head. When you approach a operator or they approach us, it's always, how can you outperform our current lineup, or how can you save me money from my current lineup? Those are the two main things that everyone wants to know. And so far, it seems our results are speaking for themselves. I mean, every operator we've worked with has been so welcoming of our entrance into the industry, and they've loved what they've seen since adopting our ceramic system. I think a lot of that comes down to the fact that it's so easy to do business with the website. It's transparent. They have all the resources that they need to make their life as easy as possible. And of course, we're always here for technical support. So we're there if you've got questions. If you've really got a problem, we'll do whatever it takes to make it right. But ultimately, we've been able to empower these operators to get things online or run them, fine tune them, and really see some impressive results on a performance level just due to the high concentrated nature of our formulas. And so with that comes great cost. I mean, we had a customer we were working with yesterday, and he goes, cost isn't a factor. I want performance, and that's it. I want to be known for the best washing in the industry. And I'm like, well, sorry, sir, but you're going to have to settle and you're going to have to deal with both, because even though we're going to be the highest performing soap we've seen, it's always extremely competitive on a cost per card basis. And that's because many of our formulas we're finding are even twice as concentrated as their industry's current standard for hyper concentrates. And, you know, with that leads to savings. And so it's for this reason that we can get away with selling all of our products in just 5-gallon jugs, 5-gallon increments. If you're using a rapid refill system, you get the twin 2.5s. If you're buying anything else, you get in a 5-gallon tight head container. And it's just unbelievable that one of those could wash, you know, depending on the product, as many as 9,000 cars for our drying agent, for instance. So it's really, really impressive. And it's been awesome to see that rolling out into the market. And then again, because of the fact that we're not using anionic cleaner, our ceramics are more effective because they're not having to fight and battle with those anionics. And so again, that's another way where we can keep our usage rates so low and get away with shipping it in that smaller container and thus save the operator money.
Sounds good. Yeah. I don't know if you're familiar with Babcock's Media, Bryce, but the owner of PC&D Magazine and carwash.com is Babcock's Media. Been serving the aftermarket professionals for the past 100 years. And I know Mothers has been in the market. We go to these SEMA shows and the Apex, and I know Mothers keeps a big presence in those shows there. So after 50 years of building the Mothers brand in that market, I'm sure it'll translate to this automated car wash market. But ultimately, what type of offering does Mothers Automated Solutions want to be known for, specifically in the automated car care industry? What's kind of the vision that you guys have?
Yeah, you know, I mean, we know the automated industry and the self-serve or the kind of do-it-yourself detail industry does have a different, you know, customer demographic a little bit. And, you know, we've been so fortunate to have the Mothers brand and just have so much success over the years. And like you said, SEMA, massive presence with the 2 semis and the big booth inside. It's been really cool to see it grow from the original booth. That was a 6x8, I believe. I don't even think you could get booths that small anymore. I think it starts at 10x10. But no, I mean, with the addition of the automated solutions lineup to the Mothers family, nothing's changed in terms of their goals. I mean, ultimately, we share our customers' passions for cool cars, and we just want to help them clean, shine, and protect them as effectively and efficiently as possible. And, you know, we've always had that deep appreciation for the pride you feel when someone takes notice of your car, and we design the products to keep those heads turning.
6x8 booth. That is tight. Yeah, I think the lowest I heard was a 10x10. So yeah, 6x8. That's a long way to come, right? So where can interested operators who are listening to this interview here, where can they find out more about Mothers Automated Solutions? I know you guys have already making a presence in this industry at the show that just passed in Nashville, and also placing an ad in PC&D's upcoming issues. So we thank you, of course, for that. But where can interested operators find out more?
Yeah, no, definitely happy for all these opportunities to collaborate with you guys. Obviously, Carwash.com is the standard for information in the industry and a great resource for all, members of the community, operators, everyone. And so, for more information on us, though, simply grab your computer, tablet, smartphone, go to mothersautomatedsolutions.com. If you're a listener, I urge you to go check out our ceramic system and all the products that make it possible. I mean, we know that you'll love it. We've been so blown away as operators ourselves with the kind of performance we're getting out of it. And it's been a super, super fun ride. And so check that out. Additionally, we've got some great marketing offerings that can help you kind of differentiate your wash from competitors, whether you want us to take a back seat and just support your current brand, or you want to integrate us into your brand. We've got some great opportunities for that. And so any questions, you can feel free to reach out, phone call, email. We've even got a live chat on the website that you can get directly through to me. So would love to have a conversation with anyone interested. Would love to answer any other questions that may be remaining, and look forward to helping you out soon.
I'll be one of the first to welcome you into this professional automated car wash industry, Bryce. We're excited to see Mother's Automated Solutions grow here and here to help. So thank you for taking some time to speak with me today, Bryce, and best of luck to you and the team moving forward.
Yeah, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Look forward to seeing you at some of these upcoming shows, and we'll stay in touch.